a little bit too close. Let's fix that. Hello everybody and welcome back to Trauma Talk. My name is Jo. I just sat down with my patented, proven method for combating sore throats and colds. It's not actually patented or proven, but I really like it. You just mix honey with lemon, put hot water in, and you should be set. I woke up this morning with a sore throat and a cold. Just got a nose ring a couple days ago. Let me tell you, having to blow your nose with a nose ring that's still healing, first world problem, is pretty painful. But today I wanted to talk about a comment that I got that really sparked insecurity in me. We've talked about this general idea before here on Trauma Talk, but someone left me a comment, which by the way, I was super grateful for. I thanked them for and wished them on their merry way, but they said, you know, I'm unsubscribing from your channel and I thought I'd let you know why. I feel like the content has been very negative lately. Like you've talked about depression and you've talked about how you've received harassment from people, like sexual harassment from people for being an amputee. I'll link both those videos down below if you're interested. And I just feel like the direction of your channel is really negative and it's just not for me, and I want to let you know. And so I super appreciate the feedback, thank you, but at the same time I thought I was just like gonna let it go, you know, but it's been lingering in the back of my head and I wanted to talk to you guys about it because it hits on this fear that I've had for a long time, that I think a lot of us have, that we have to be positive or we have to put a positive spin on things for people to like us, or to be acceptable, or to be loved. When I embarked on this whole journey of being an amputee, I feel like there's pressure to be inspirational because everyone uses that word when it comes to people who are disabled, specifically amputees. Like you're expected to have a great attitude, you're expected to overcome everything, you're expected to give speeches about overcoming adversity, you know, stuff like that. It's kind of hard to combat that pressure, but I've tried to keep my journey as real as possible. I've tried to be real with you guys on this channel. And people have said similar things before, of course, but to hear someone say that like my struggle with depression and talking about it equaled negativity, like me being negative, was hard to hear. They're not wrong for saying that. I'm not saying that at all, but simply put, it was just hard to hear, and I've been fighting against it all morning. We live in a world and a society that tells us that like 20% of emotions are okay to have, and the other, I almost said 70, 80, the other 80% are bad, should be hidden, shouldn't be shown. Our negative emotions are just thinking negatively, like being angry, being sad, struggling, having a hard time. Anything like that is just not acceptable and makes people uncomfortable. And I spent the first 20 years of my life being a people pleaser and always being positive for other people and always putting a great spin on things and always like doing what other people wanted me to do, because honestly it gets a good reaction. Like when you give people what they want, oftentimes they like you. And so I worked really hard for people to like me. And I am not making this video to talk about my struggle or like how I'm having a hard time or whatever. I wanted to talk about how difficult it is for any of us to be real because of what people will say, because people call it negativity. I think there's a really big difference between honesty about where you are and negativity. Personally, how I see negativity is like just being stuck and being happy to be there and just sinking and spinning in a circle and being like everything sucks and it's never gonna get better and I'm just gonna spread that around to everybody around me. Now, it's okay to think everything sucks and it's never gonna get better for a little while. Like I've been there many times, but when you try to like suck everybody down with you, like that's definitely negativity, you know? But dealing with depression is not negativity. Being angry at things that deserve anger is not negativity. That is a normal human emotion. That's something that literally everybody in the world experiences, and it should be experienced. And not everybody is gonna be okay with that. So if you're someone like me, if you're someone who's struggled with being a people pleaser for a really long time because you want people to like you, first off, know that you're not alone, but second of all, please know that there are other people out there who don't want you to fake it. There are other people out there who want you to be real, who want you to be raw, who want you to be vulnerable, who want you to be honest about where you are, who are fine if you're having a hard time. They might be harder to find. It's taken me a long time to find real people in my real life who are okay with me being messy. It's taken me a long time to be okay being messy. Many days I'm still really uncomfortable with it. But our culture teaches us to like suppress all negative emotions or anything that we're feeling that's messy or uncomfortable. And that's not how, in my opinion, in the research that I've done and in the experiences that I've had and the counseling that I've been through, that's not how we get to a better place. It might alienate some people who don't want to face uncomfortable emotions, and that's okay. And you don't have to be positive all the time for people to like you. You don't have to fake positivity. It's okay if you are having a hard time. I don't regret putting out the videos that I've put out, even though it alienated someone. that's okay. My story wasn't for them. And it's taken me like 4 hours now to like be like, it's all right. Like, it's all right if someone sees how I am as negative, because I don't believe that's what I'm being, and people are welcome to call me out on that. But like, this journey is really freaking hard. I am doing my best to honestly make it through, but it's not always pretty, and it's not pretty for anybody. Like, we see the Instagram version of life for a lot of people, and I appreciate it when people show me the unedited version, and I try to do that in the moments when I can. What I'm trying to say is it's so easy to succumb to the pressure of having to put on a happy face, having to pretend like everything's okay because other people want you to. Like, that pressure is real, but that's not everybody. I promise you that's not everybody. I promise you there are so many more people who appreciate you, who appreciate me, who appreciate honesty and authenticity, because guess what? A lot of people are struggling, and if we can let each other know that we're not alone, we get to a better place a lot faster. So please know that you don't have to fake it here. You don't have to fake it on this channel. You don't have to pretend to be okay when you're not. I am fine with wherever you are. It's okay. It's okay not to be okay. And I'm saying that to myself also today. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay that I'm really struggling the last couple weeks. I'm struggling to have any kind of vision forward, to have any kind of tangible hope, and it's gotten a little bit better in the last couple days, and that's really cool. But who knows what the future brings, and it might get hard again, and that's okay too. Long story short, you do not have to be positive. Long story short, you don't have to be the like Instagram version of positive all the time, just because there are forces in our world that tell you that. I've had to come up with my own definition for like positivity, and I saw a picture one day that summed it up perfectly, that said actually being positive doesn't mean being happy in every situation. It means moving through life trusting that it's going to get better even if you can't see it yet. And that's what I'm trying to do. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I rambled a lot in today's video, but thank you guys for listening. I really, truly appreciate it. And I hope that wherever you are a little bit more comfortable being yourself today than you were yesterday. I am working on that myself. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.